Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Plus Size in Canada. My name is Miranda, and dun, 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 I have the handsome Disney Prince with me today. Curtis is here, and we are about to answer your burning questions from our vacation.
Burning questions?
Burning questions. Like there's a lot.
Fire?
Some of them are fire, some of them are fire. Some of them are juice,
like
you know?
in the bedroom kind of burning?
We did have we do have a secret word though. What was the word that we said?
Orlando.
Orlando. Anyways,
memories were made.
Yeah, memories were made. Okay, so we have a bunch of questions, and you guys know, if this is not your first time here, I talk a lot. And to be totally honest, there are a lot of questions here. So I do not want to talk a lot about any one specific question, because then this video would never end. And I
want
don't
it to be short.
Yeah, he doesn't even really want to be here. So so we're just gonna try to do things, cover all the questions, and get it done. And thanks for your questions. And Curtis, please stop jiggling your leg.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna stop.
All right, we're gonna start with the first question, which is from my friend Karen. Hey girl. She says, my burning question is simple. Did Coop ever find his wallet?
No. It's gone.
We have no idea.
Not coming
It's literally
back.
gone. Shelby says, I've been wondering if Winnie never really got over the bug she had before you guys left. She's been praying for us. Thank you so much, Shelby.
Thanks for the prayers.
We actually don't know. We don't know. She was totally healthy the whole time we were in Florida.
Definitely the event.
There was no bug.
Definitely the event on the plane was unrelated to the gastro thing she had before. Yeah.
Medical professional here.
Without question.
Felicia says, do you think you will ever go to Florida again? Would you go to other theme parks, such as Universal? Did you get a Dole Whip and turkey leg that everyone raves about? Would you recommend would you recommend the condos that you stayed in? Love your videos. Always wanted to go to Florida, but I've never been. Okay. We're going to Florida again, but we're not bringing the kids.
We're going on
Screw them.
That might be like maybe a 20-year anniversary.
That's what we're thinking.
Like that,
yeah.
Maybe.
And I'm over theme parks, to be completely honest. My favorite thing about Disney World was shopping. And I can do that without paying a ticket fee to get into a park. So basically, I don't really want to go to Universal. I feel like I'm 36 years old. And well, I am 36 years old. Sometimes I feel a lot older than that. Theme parks are not my thing. They're not, like, there's so many people. It was fun to get to bring my kids and let them have the magical experience. That's for sure fun. But like, that was not my favorite part of the trip at all.
And the condo, the thing we would really recommend is the one we had in
Tampa.
Not in Tampa.
What's it called?
In
Tampa.
Indian Shores.
Indian Shores. Legacy.
Legacy
I'll
Indian
link it.
Shores. Look it up.
And if you go there,
awesome.
Tell them Plus Size in Canada hooked you up and told you about it, and then maybe they'll give us a free trip or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Okay.
We could go this year if they give us a free trip.
Oh my heck. I kind of want to go this year anyways.
Do you?
Yes, I already told you this. Okay, she also asked, did we get a Dole Whip and turkey leg?
No. I didn't see any.
I saw one person gnawing on a turkey leg the whole time in Magic Kingdom.
Did you see a vendor?
I didn't see a vendor with turkey legs. I did.
That could have been just a wild turkey.
I walked by the Dole Whip place like this. I don't know why. It's a thing. It's like ice cream, but gelato-y. Anyways, it's on TikTok and I've seen it multiple times. But the lineup of that place was so freaking long. I was like, give me an ice cream, chocolate covered Mickey Mouse on a stick, because I don't have to wait. Yeah, you don't have to wait for that. And it cooled you down. It did. Like, I mean, this guy, like, I don't know.
I would have eaten a turkey leg if I had seen one.
If it wasn't for the kids, I feel like, I was going to say, if it wasn't for the kids, we may have had more fun.
Maybe,
but like, we may have like stayed, like waited in lines, tried to do more things for adults, but really like we weren't trying to make the kids wait on us. It was all about them.
Well, the Disney park was not primarily for us.
Right.
Like it was for, like, I was trying really hard to get the boys into the
To
rides,
the big rides, yeah.
that they wanted to hit.
And I was trying to keep Winnie happy.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was flipping hot.
You were working hard to get her to see her princesses and stuff like that. So that was kind of the
and I'm not
days.
really interested in ever going to any other theme park ever again as long as I live, I feel like. Unless it's free. Anybody want to take me? I travel well.
It was fun for sure. But we've done it, been there, it's over.
Yeah. Okay. So, Rose wants to know, if it's not too personal, could you kind of give us a range of cost of all the travel expenses? Gas, car rental, condo rentals, hotel stay, blah, blah, blah. Damn. She says, what would a family of 5 look at for saving if we wanted to go to Florida from Canada?
All right. That's my department. So
okay, just do it quick.
All right. First of all, the most expensive thing was the park, by far. And
Universal was more than Disney. That's why we didn't go to Universal.
Because our priority was Disney. And so the park I think we had 2 days booked, and we booked 2 days for just over $2,000 US at the park. So that's 5 tickets, 2 days at the park. It wasn't even a hopper pass. It would have been another.
But we did get the Genie Plus.
Yes, we got the Genie Plus, and I would recommend that. So anybody who's planning a trip to Disney, absolutely.
I think there are questions about that, so we can talk about that after.
I would say, so that was the most expensive, like, 1 ticket item that just cost us a fortune.
And that does not include any of the money that we spent in the parks.
So don't bring someone like her if you plan on not spending any more than that $2,000. The food, you need to bring hundreds of dollars to try to keep yourself fed while you're at the park.
And hydrated.
So
water.
And if you're looking for a big number for a family of 5 to go to Florida in general, I would
plug your ears if you don't want to know.
I would set aside 10 grand for sure.
It was way more than that. We paid way more than that.
It was 10 grand, and then we did some extras that cost more along the way.
Some extras.
Yeah, so
thousands.
10 plus.
How much do you think we spent though?
We could do the trip for 10.
No, I'm asking, what did we do?
We did about 13.
Oh, that's not that bad. I was thinking like 16, 17, 18.
Nope.
It was really weird actually, because sometimes Curtis would be like, oh man, our visa's so high. How did that happen? Literally the next day he'd get on there and be like, I don't know what just happened, but a lot of the fees just went away. So I was wrong. Sorry for freaking out. There's still thousands of dollars on here.
It was every place we stayed kept a hold on the credit card. So
then like
it would be like
first business day it would all disappear.
Yeah. Your fees would all come out for stuff you purchased and stuff that you booked.
And plus we're Canadian and American, so there's like an exchange,
I was having trouble with that too.
It was weird.
Like I was like, I thought it was only this much, and I did not. I forgot that it was US to Canada sometimes. It was hard to keep up with.
And I mean, I'm hard to keep up with at home. So
but I would
Miranda abroad, even harder. Okay.
But whatever you're budgeting, like book your stuff. So those things you'll know how much they're going to cost. Like buy your tickets, book your stuff, and then make sure you bring like a whole bunch extra, because you don't want to go down there and regret not being able to do a couple things because you couldn't afford it. And we went down there and we did everything we wanted to do. And I don't think we have any regrets of anything we missed. I wish the Leafs and the Jays would have won.
That would have been more fun for sure. Yeah. But like little things like water, you can't get upset over paying $5 for a bottle of water for 5 people.
Yeah.
So 5 bottles of water
for 5 people,
$5 each.
Probably 5 times
multiple times throughout the day. You can't even think about it because it's like
don't do that math.
You need to be hydrated. It sucks, but it is what it is, and you can't change it. And your kids still need to drink, and you still need to eat, and you just can't. You can't worry about it.
But that's a perfect example. Water, something you would not have budgeted for. 5 bottles for 5 times a day. And $5 a piece.
Basically,
you're looking at $125 US just for water for one day.
But like literally, we would buy water. Like Winnie wouldn't drink all of hers right away. She would drink like half of it. She's a little kid, right? So we put it in our bag. Well, my bag of things that I was buying, and like 10 minutes later, it was warm. So literally, you can't drink that. We would usually use it to like wash our hands off in a lineup or like put it on the back of our necks or whatever. But then we would have to buy more cold water. So it just kind of is what it is. And the way that I rationalized everything, and I think Curtis did the same thing. Like, we said it to each other so many times. This is a once in a lifetime trip. We are never taking, if we lived in Florida, we would go all the time. We do not. And it's a once in a lifetime trip. All 3 of our kids having fun, all of us together, and that's it. Like, from now on, we're literally only going to travel with all 3 kids here. Our kids are going to have jobs and stuff. Like, we can't just, like, you know, leave. It's not going to be really possible anymore. So we rationalized it, and
I don't regret it.
And like, when we end up going on our vacation, I think we'll probably say the same thing. Like, do you realize how long it's been since you and I went on vacation alone together?
And the one we went on was only 2 nights, 3 days. Like it's not like we've gone.
And I planned that by myself. He wasn't even involved.
It was a pretty awesome surprise.
But we are planning on going to the States in the fall. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. We're already starting to talk money for that trip. We're planning a nice long weekend away without the kids, shopping, buying all of Christmas in like 3 days, 4 days.
It'll be fun. I hate shopping, but I like.
But it's fun shopping there because they have way different options, and the prices of groceries in some places oddly were horrible compared to what we're paying here. But the prices and the availability of the stuff
was way cheaper.
Way better.
Way cheaper.
Way more
so
to
many
find.
choices.
Yeah. So that's the plan, and I'm looking forward to that. Okay, Judy says, I love you all. Love you too, Judy. Judy comments on all of my videos and all of my Instagram posts, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Judy, I love you. She says, I'm so happy that you and your family had a great vacation, made long-lasting memories. Your vlogs were very good, and thank you. And I so appreciate you taking the time to take me along to Disney. Those pics show... Oh, there's no question here. Okay. Love you, Judy. Thank you so much. I did already read all of these, but it's been like a minute. So, and Curtis is like, did you write down all the questions? And I'm like, no, babe. He's like, it's so much easier if you do that. I'm like, no, it's not. It takes more time. Okay, it just takes more time.
It's easier for me.
Yeah, of course it is. Actually, before we sat down, he's like, I need you to tell me every question off camera before you say it. And I'm like, no.
She's not doing that.
No, not doing that. Okay, Emily says, did you ever find out what the mini coconuts or little poop pellets really were?
You did, eh?
Yeah, actually. So if you don't want to know what I'm talking about, when Winnie and I were like exploring Indian shores while the boys went to the Leafs game, we thought they were poops. It was not poops. We found these on the ground. They're actually palm tree seeds. So somebody commented, a bunch of people commented, and I Googled palm tree seeds, and I was like, hot damn. And I showed Winnie, I was like, look. And she's like, those are poops. I'm like, nope, that's a palm tree seed. So thank you to whoever. There was a few of you who knew. So yes, that's what it was. But it was a very funny adventure for Winnie and I. Lana wants to know, did the wallet turn up when she got home?
We covered that already.
What was your favorite experience? What do you regret not buying so much? I regret not buying so much. Literally, when I put this on this morning, I thought, should have got the 50th Disney anniversary one.
And I'm glad she stopped.
It was, I don't know. It's hard because we were literally spending so much money. So like, it's not like we've been hanging out at home. I've been doing the laundry. It's time for me to treat myself. Let me drive myself to town and buy myself something. It was like money was leaking out all around us.
We were
and
hemorrhaging.
There's literally not one thing that I bought for myself that I did not feel guilty about buying at the time I was buying it. I had so much guilt because I'm like, Randy, you're literally paying $125 today alone just to keep your family from being thirsty. How much is this shirt? Mm-hmm. It's like $80. What are you doing? That's crazy.
And there's a teeter-totter thing that we do because the more she buys, the more fun she has. So the teeter-totter goes down. But I'm on the other end of that teeter-totter, and I'm like, how much did you
And then he brings me, wait, I'm not sure how the teeter-totter works. But like, he looks at me and he's like, what did you just do? And I'd be like, well, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So the dynamic is really weird. Like, God really thought it was funny to put two soulmates together. One that's like a all I do is win,
And
win, no
I'm a
matter
saver,
what. And
big
this
time.
guy's
And
like, put
I'm
it in
like-
the pockets, stay there forever.
Yeah, stay there forever.
Yeah,
I
this
haven't
is
experienced
literally-
that life since I was a teenager.
We have been together, like, I mean, what is it, 18 years now? But we were friends throughout our entire lives. He was literally the kid that brought gum to school. And if somebody was like, hey, yo, can I have a piece of gum? He would literally say, do you want a half or a whole? Because he would rip them in half to eat
That was
them.
for me.
And he would already have some pre-ripped in his package, okay? Stingy doesn't even begin to cover. So God thought it was really, really funny to put us together. I see the humor. Good one, God. I like it.
We always used to eat up at the big stop here in Salisbury as well. And I usually wouldn't buy anything. I might get a pop, but that'd be it. And everybody else be eating their faces off. And I would eat their leftovers. Because I was working.
It's not because he
and I
didn't
was
have
saving
money,
for
though.
University. I had money in the
always
bank.
had money.
Yeah, it's just the way I am. I'm
Yeah.
cheap. And you have...
Your brothers aren't, though.
You have forced
Neither
me
one
out
of
of
your
that.
brothers. Yeah.
It's been difficult. It is still difficult.
But it's fun.
It is fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's fun.
He has things, too. He goes golfing.
I have a motorbike.
He's got his motorbike.
And I went...
The trailer is all his. I didn't even want the trailer. That 27,000, is it 27? 29,000?
It was 29.
Yeah, that was his baby. And I just go with him and
Memories.
cook for him
Memories.
when we're there.
I
I'm not
bet
a huge fan of camping anymore because I'm not going to say why.
She
Because
still
I'll get
loves it.
judged for
I can
it.
see it in your face, though. You're excited.
I
about the camping
am
season.
really excited to be able to go and not do anything. Have a drink in one hand, ass in chair. That is one of my favorites. It just takes so much work to
Let me
get
tell you
there.
something. You need to chill it a little bit more with the preparing. Just freaking go. Just throw a bunch of stuff in the
can't.
cupboards, throw a bunch of clothes in a bag, and go. That's what you need to do. And
Ladies, do you hear this? It's that easy. It's that easy.
It is.
Oh, my land.
All
honey.
camping is sitting around eating. So all you need is some food, some clothes, and a
It's
camper.
not true.
And a lighter, because you always have to have a campfire going.
Okay. How do you find the balance of keeping all the kids happy with the big age difference and interest? Any tips for taking teens away? Okay. Love the holiday vlogs. Thanks for taking us from America to the comfort of my home. Okay. To America from the comfort of my home. This is from Sarah. Hi, Sarah. To keep it balanced, basically, we've kind of already said it. Curtis took the boys, I took Winnie.
A lot of the time.
That's kind of, Winnie always wants me. Sorry, but she does.
She likes me too.
She loves you.
I'm her second favorite person.
She's mama's baby.
Yeah.
And the boys, Curtis likes to do stuff. I would really rather shop, and the boys aren't into that at all. So I did shop with him at like the Nike store and places that they wanted to do, but like the big rides and stuff, it's better to have two parents and just split. Actually, towards the end of the night, the boys went by themselves, and you came with Winnie and I for a little bit.
For a couple rides and stuff. Like we if we're talking, I don't know if that question was specifically about the trip, but if we're talking about the trip, we had things that me and the boys specifically did, sporting events, certain rides at the parks, stuff like that. And so I would take them to do that. You would take Winnie for your shopping and your little girly rides, and we would purposely do family stuff as well in between.
And like
so we'd go
meals
do a
together,
ride that worked
snacks
for everybody.
together.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'd go either way, and then I liked it when the boys went on their own.
But like in all honesty, we live this day in and day out. We have a huge age gap in our children, and it really is always a circus act trying to keep everybody happy all of the time. And it's not impossible, but it's rare to have everybody happy all the time. Winnie hated the Jace game. She hated it. She liked like getting the Dippin' Dots at first, and then she's like, "Hey, is it over?" And like the game hadn't started.
It's the second inning. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of things that people are just like getting by and happy to be there with their family, but looking forward to their specific thing for them. So it's just family stuff, you know. Laura says, what was your favorite food that you ate at the Disney parks? Any must-go destinations in Florida other than Disney? Love watching your trip daily. It was lots of fun. Hi, Laura. I love you, girl. Favorite food? To be totally honest, the
didn't eat very
food
good.
wasn't great.
Well,
Like, it was just okay.
That's our bad. We didn't eat well because we were so busy that we just ate whatever we saw that worked for everybody.
And
So-
we did have to book our meals beforehand
and we
because of
didn't do that.
COVID.
And we didn't do it. So we didn't hit very many. Oh, you mean the food at the park itself? Yeah, I ordered that in advance, and it was whatever was on the menu we ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all the foods. Nobody else does.
Yeah.
So probably my favorite food that I got was the tachos, which is like tater tots, nachos, sour cream. It was good. It just wasn't great. That was at Disney Hollywood Studios. Nothing that I would like be so excited to ever eat again. And also, what was that restaurant that we all hated? Is it Cracker Barrel?
Yeah,
People kept telling us, "Oh, you gotta go." The store was cool. The food was, ugh.
It was okay.
Mine was awful. I barely ate any of it, and I like food.
And
it
she's
just
not
was
picky at
very
all.
canned green beans. Like, what the frig is this canned? Ugh, you could taste the metal. So
It was
gross.
a weird place for sure.
Yeah, I didn't really like it at all. Favorite memory from the trip from each family. We'll do that when the boys and Winnie get back. Okay, Anna also comments on every video. I love you. What was one thing you wish you had have thought of before? What to pack in your bag for a day at a Disney park? I don't think there was anything that we didn't think of before we left.
Well, we purposely didn't pack a bag because we didn't want to carry anything around.
Okay, but the first part of the question is, what was one thing you wish you had thought of before? I think we had it all covered.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So remember your battery charger for your phone.
Yeah.
That was
That's
something that
a
someone
must.
gifted you. I had mine
We
too.
both used those.
One of
And
the two,
Skylar did too, because he had to keep up with the Snapchat.
And even if your battery works good on your phone, it's not going to last.
You're there
a
all
in
day,
Disney.
dude.
You're taking pictures.
And
you're taking
also, you need the app, the Disney app on your phone, and that eats up a lot of your battery.
You're
as
using
well.
the map on the app constantly to try to
And
figure out the best
the
way to
Genie
get from one
Plus.
spot to the next.
Yeah, to book your next round of Genie
one thing
Plus.
I would do, if you're going to Disney, you'll have the app, the Disney app. The other person should get it too.
I didn't have
She
it on
didn't
my
get
phone.
it, and it kind of handcuffed us because you can get like you have to book in advance the lightning lanes. So if I wanted to book Winnie and Miranda a lightning lane for a little girly ride that the boys don't want to do, I had to go scan her in before me and the boys
And you
went to
guys
do
saw
something
that
else.
on the vlog. I purposefully vlogged some of that with Curtis signing us in and then leaving.
So we made the error of her not having the app.
And honestly, I didn't have space on my phone. I was trying to keep my phone so freed up for storage because
you're
I
vlogging,
was taking so many videos and so many pictures.
But
and
you needed...
it probably
anybody
would
else
have
you
been
need
smart to
get it.
have it beforehand.
Yep.
But for the bag at Disney, dude, I'm telling you, I brought my tiniest bag that I bought specifically for this trip, the little tiny Adidas event bag. There were so many people wearing very similar type bags, fanny packs, that kind of thing. They didn't even need to check my bag. Like each park I went to, they were just like, "Okay, come through. Okay, come through." Even at the Blue Jays game, I didn't have to get my bag checked. Every person who had like a real purse had to have their bags checked. They had to go over, wait in another line. They have to open up your bag. And like, yes, for safety, all of that. I loved not having to wait in that line. I loved being able to just be like, that's right, bitches. I'm out of here. I loved
winning.
it.
Anytime you can dodge a line, you're winning.
And so really all I brought was my wallet, extra sunscreen, like a little bottle of extra sunscreen, which I put on the kids and us before.
me.
No?
No, I didn't burn. I don't know how I didn't burn, but I didn't.
I think the back of your neck did at one point.
I never got a burn. I never peeled. I never
His
burned.
shit don't stink either, guys.
I'm a
okay?
ginger and I usually burn. I don't know how I didn't, but I didn't.
Yeah. Some people do pack bags for Disney. I knew I was gonna shop so much that I was gonna get bags at Disney. If I would give you any advice, if you're going, get a reusable Disney bag at like the first store you shop at, because then you got a nice solid bag to carry around the park with you. And I also would suggest, if you see something at a store, even if it's early in the day, if you like it, you want it, you have to get it. You cannot wait.
Yeah, you started with the idea of, I'll get it later so I don't have to carry it around.
But everybody has the same idea, and those stores become like non-enterable. It's
at the end of the day.
Oh,
right?
it's literally like you can't even move. How could you take it? Like you couldn't even be able to know where your kid was. Like it's just back to back, face to face, people everywhere.
Yeah.
So buy it earlier in the day for sure.
If you're doing a hopper, we noticed Magic Kingdom in particular, it's nuts in the second half of the day.
Oh, it was
like
ridiculous.
everybody that gets a hopper, which we didn't get, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody that gets a hopper, you see them flooding into the park after 2 p.m. because that's when
Mm-hmm.
they can start hopping. And so if you want to do some shops, do them before 2 because 2 till 10, it's nuts in there. It's especially on Main Street down Magic Kingdom.
Oh my
like
heck.
just
After those fireworks,
yeah.
after the fireworks, you guys, the boys had another genie pass.
But we couldn't even go the direction of it.
We had to walk all the way
To the
with the
exit.
flow of people to the exit and then turn around and walk up back that way. And Curtis was like, oh, you and Winnie you guys were doing Splash Mountain, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Winnie had literally no interest in anything that was remotely scary or chances to get wet. She did do Pirates of the Caribbean, though. I was proud of her for that. And she actually kind of liked it. And remember when we saw Jasper and all 5 of us at the same time went, Jasper! Because there was a little goal. I just got goosebumps. I gave myself goosebumps. Anyways, it was really cute. And so Winnie and we literally sat down on the sidewalk in front of Cinderella's castle, just looking at it. We were eating popcorn and playing games on my phone. And we sat there for an hour laughing at each
after I
other.
was done the ride, okay, we're done. Where do we come find you? And she's like, same spot.
Exactly
I'm
where
like,
you dropped us off.
same spot. You're still sitting on the sidewalk, and they were literally still sitting on the sidewalk.
We were toast. And Winnie fell asleep in your arms while we were
I
walking.
carried her the whole way.
Yeah,
The
her
whole way,
whole
yeah.
body was just like,
Like she was out of
blah,
it.
blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah.
She was down.
Anyways, she did so well though. But her favorite thing about the whole trip was the friggin' bubble wand. Really. Every ride. She really did like the parade. The parade was excellent for her. All the Disney princesses, so fun. But I think her very favorite thing, she might not tell you this, but I think her very favorite thing was that bubble wand. And she still loves it. Worth it. Trust me, $30. It's nothing when you see your kid smile like that for bubbles.
It was hard to get her to watch the fireworks because she loved her bubbles.
Staring
so much.
at her bubbles in the dark. Like, it was crazy. Okay, Suzanne says, rides at Disney and plane seats. Do they fit plus-size people comfortably? Tips for the parks. What to pack in your bag. Okay, we already talked about that. So let's talk about the rides at Disney and the plane seats. So I'm plus size in Canada. This is how big my body is. Okay, it's hefty. It's a good size. And I have a burn. There it is. Okay, so like I'm a little bit bigger than your average mom. And oh, that was my knee.
Bonus.
My body fit totally fine. My body, I was comfortable on every ride at Disney. I don't think there was any ride at Disney that I felt like, oh crap, I'm too big for this ride.
We actually did a couple where we put like the max in the row.
Yeah,
and there was no problem either.
Like even if you're only supposed to put 2 people on one side,
put
like
Winnie
me,
in
you and
between,
Winnie, and we'd be
we were
fine.
Yeah.
Of course, as a plus size person, as a bigger person, you worry about that stuff. Like normal sized people can't even. They have no idea what goes on up here, you guys. We're on our own, but we're together on our own. It is very stressful, and it was okay. It was okay. And honestly, I don't know if this helps you guys, and maybe this is wrong, but my whole life, when I'm places, I get more comfortable when I'm like, oh, okay, big sister, what's up? Oh, big brother, what's up? Like, and then you see people that are like chunky, maybe a little bit bigger than you, maybe a lot bigger than you, and you're like, okay, I'm safe here. It's okay. I'm safe. And that's just normal life, I guess. But I think there are a lot of people that go to Disney World specifically that are disabled or are quite a bit bigger than an average body. And I think specifically Disney World knows this, and they try to like invite everybody,
really well.
accommodate everybody no matter what your size is. And honestly, the cast members at every Disney park we went to,
Very, very
the
inclusive.
nicest people ever. Have a question, answered like a princess. And like there was even one girl that asked Winnie for her autograph.
And Winnie loved it.
And Winnie signed it. She let her pick what color marker she wanted to sign her name. She wrote it in pink. She wrote Winnie with a little heart. And then she gave her a sticker. And I was like, Winnie, she thinks you're famous. And she's like, probably. Okay, Raquel wants to know, how long did it take to save up for this exciting trip? My family wants to do something similar, and I'd like to know how you guys tackle saving in advance.
I'm the money guy, and the timing ended up working out. We knew we wanted to go soon, so we weren't going to wait until it really financially was the best time. We just decided when it was the best time for our family. But I did have a back pay check from work that really helped. We knew that was coming, so we used that.
Wasn't as much as it was supposed to be.
They still owe me some of it. They screwed up the calculations.
They screwed up everything,
so
all the way along.
More. I just got a raise at work too, so there was a little extra money coming in right before the trip. So there was that and a little bit of a line of credit. Not gonna lie.
Just a little sprinkling on the top. Literally, I think when you are a family and you're trying to raise kids, you keep saying, oh, someday we'll have money. Oh, when things slow down, we'll have more money. Or when we get over this Christmas, or when we get over this buying a trailer, when we get over this motorcycle, like there's always something. Like after back to school, we'll have money for winter tires, for Christmas, like literally sports. It never stops. It never stops. So it was literally the perfect timing that stuff with Curtis's work ended up working out. And we were like, let's book it now. And we actually had a lot of it prepaid before we even left.
Yeah.
Because we were taking money off of the checks that I was making and my babysitting and Curtis's overtime and stuff. So we were paying for things in advance
like
before
stuff
we left.
I had to reserve
in
and
advance,
stuff.
yeah.
I would pay up front.
Yeah, so that was kind of nice because it just made us have to pay less once we were there. Yeah. And also good luck. Good luck. I will tell you, I don't regret the trip. I know we spent so much money, but I think even though Winnie had, the end of it was pure shit, it still was worth it. And I know I can't go back and say I would rather do it than not do it, because knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't do it, but I'm glad we did do it. You know what I mean?
There's no way you can live life like that. We had a little hiccup at the end.
Pretty much one of the scariest, top 5 scariest times of my life.
She's all right.
Okay. Tori. Oh, I love your name. How much should a family save? So yeah.
We already answered that. Lots
Dineros.
Lots of money. Whatever you think, more.
Double it.
Yep.
Was driving to Boston and then boarding a plane to Florida the cheapest option from New Brunswick. Like to know us. Like I know us from Manitoba drive to Minnesota. Because it's cheaper to fly out. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, we are trying to avoid flying internationally because of COVID restrictions and testing rules.
They were so bad.
There's always, like with COVID, we were worried if we flew internationally, got tested right before a flight, and somebody was asymptomatic and positive, that would screw our entire trip. So
we wouldn't be allowed to go.
So we wanted to avoid that. So we weren't even considering flying out of Canada, but I did price it just to know the difference, and it was going to cost significantly more to fly out of Canada. But staying hotels several times on the way to Boston and on the way back, like that probably ate up all the savings.
And honestly, it would have been so much better to fly back to Moncton after Winnie had that happen. Because if we had been home when that happened,
you can't control that.
I know. But it was a lot cheaper, and I did get to do more shopping because we had more room in the Jeep. We did buy a bigger suitcase when we were in Florida. But then, like, you guys, when we got home, our Jeep, the only person who didn't have anything at his feet was the driver. Everybody had bags and cases and boxes under their feet. The back of the Jeep was so filled, which is part of the reason why I'm so excited to go back again, because just think of all that extra space I'll have in the back seat without kids in it.
I was going to try to talk you into bringing the car and saving on gas.
Forget
not
that.
Happening.
No. Okay.
About that question.
Yeah.
So if you're flying from the Maritimes, it is more to fly from here. And I priced Bangor and I priced Portland, and I priced Boston. Boston was significantly cheaper. Flying out of Logan International Airport versus flying out of Bangor International.
But you guys, they
big
have
difference in savings.
Logan International Airport is not a friend of mine. Literally, if you can see mice and rats, how many more are there? We were only there for like a couple of hours on the way to Florida and the way back home from Florida. We saw 2 rats.
But
one before we left and one after we got back. What are the chances of that? How many more are there? And a bird flew in.
Listen.
Okay?
Well, the bird
and there were crackheads everywhere. Do you remember that guy?
Any Bostonians out there? Hey, how you doing? But you guys got some crazy.
Well, we do too, though. Moncton's horrible right now.
There was a couple stories that I won't share about people in the airport.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Call me. Is that call me V? Like c'est la vie? Is it better to do an Airbnb or hotel a la family suite with pool? Packing healthy snacks for Disney. Is it a possibility? Does Disney have any cooling areas? Yes, they do. But they make hair frizzy. So if that doesn't bother you, then go for it. Saving hacks for Disney. No such thing. I literally think there are a lot of people online who have a business of helping people to save for Disney, like travel agents. And there are all kinds of people on TikTok that say, like, follow me for unlocking the magic and blah, blah, blah. And I would watch these and I'd be like, I'm not friggin' doing that. Like, I would be like, oh yeah, good to know. I should totally do that. Get there. Not happening. No. Like, literally, how much information can your brain actually keep? And how many things can you actually follow through with when you're exhausted, you know? So, I would say...
We did hotels and we did
an Airbnb the last time we went.
Yeah, it wasn't that different. It was renting a house instead of renting a condo, but
hotels aren't great because it's not, like, even with a family suite,
wasn't big enough. It's
still not big enough. I would say resorts are the best, because that Legacy Resort, you guys, when we go back, literally 100%, I know we're only 2 people, we're getting it again. Mm-hmm. We're going to Tampa, we're staying in the exact same place. It was that good. So
I'm just going to get the master bedroom suite instead of the family suite, because it's just...
Oh, is there that too? Yeah. I didn't even know that. Ooh, sexy. Yeah. Ooh, okay. That's fun. I'm excited.
I'm going to have trouble holding you up till 20.
I want to go. Okay. And is that all the questions? I don't know. Packing healthy snacks. Again, I don't know. I was just like, I'm choosing to bring this little event bag. I have like major issues, guys, like anxiety, like only Curtis knows how bad it is sometimes.
It's not bad.
Listen,
it's wonderful.
Disney World, Disney Florida, I was the best I had been in a long time. There was a few cracks in the foundation, okay, but I did really good. And a lot of that was just like knowing how much I can handle and how much I don't want to handle anything I don't want to handle. So like, thinking about packing snacks, that was just more work for me. I'd be like, okay, oh, you see an apple? Let's go buy it.
To be honest, I don't even know what they allowed through the gates, because we didn't
I don't know. We didn't look through that because we didn't want to bring it. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Karen story.
Is that a Karen story?
Janet wants to know the Karen story.
Oh, I don't know if we should tell that story. We're kind of throwing somebody under the bus with that.
No, she was a bitch.
She was, yeah.
Okay. Tara wants to know tips for taking a smaller kid. What age do you think is best to enjoy the park, Tara?
Winnie's was perfect.
Winnie's was perfect.
And we did this with the boys when they were 4 and 6.
About the exact same age as Winnie.
4 and 6.
Winnie's 7.
And Winnie's 7. And I would say
6 to 8, maybe 5.
Yeah, I think
5,
Cooper
6.
was the right age when we brought him. He was 4. So I wouldn't do any younger than 4, because Cooper was
there were a lot of babies there.
Yeah.
And
but they're all crying.
They're miserable.
They all cry.
It's too hot. I would say if you have kids that are younger than that, you're not doing it for them. Like they will be so sick of it. And it's so, like, I'm telling you, it's hot. It's so hot. Like, it is almost unbearable. It is so hot. And kids can't, like, they get rashes. They get irritable. They start screaming. If you want to go to Disney, go to Disney Springs and go shopping there. They have a Legoland store there. Actually, if you have younger kids, we did Legoland, the park in Florida.
It was awesome.
With Skylar and Cooper when they were 4 and 6. And we liked that even better than Disney because it had so many things for young
So maybe that's
kids.
the answer. Maybe the kids were a little young.
Yeah.
Because they seemed to like better than Disney. They liked like a park that was better suited for them.
Right.
So,
and if you're taking a smaller kid, it would probably be better for you to know you can't stay there all day. You're going to go, you're going to do the Disney Junior bullshit and go like do the tiny little like Sing with Elsa, Let It Go, which it was kind of annoying for me because I'm so sick of that whole story, but it was so funny and fun because I saw it through Winnie's eyes at the same time. So like as much as if I hear Let It Go on my phone come up, I'm like skip before Winnie notices. Skip it quick. Real moms know, okay? Because we're sick of it.
And we do feel, I think we both agree with this, the boys experienced it better when they were young than now.
They definitely had more fun.
It wasn't a must to go to Disney for the boys.
Right.
And it wasn't like if we missed because we missed a couple rides that we just didn't have time to wait in line
And some of them were
boys,
shut down.
And it didn't really matter. Like, because the boys, they kept telling me they liked the sporting events we did better than Disney. And
the Nike store.
So did
Shopping. Yeah. I love Disney, guys, but like, so many people and so much money. I just think the next time we go, we'll go to Disney Springs. I'll get my shopping fill and we won't have to wait in crazy lines. We can go to like nice restaurants.
I'm excited to do a trip without the kids, I gotta say.
Leave us a comment down below if you've ever done it. Like, I mean, go on vacation with your significant other when you have 3 kids at home or more. And tell me how awesome it is. Because
we're looking forward
I want it so bad.
We've only done like a long weekend away, and that's the most we've ever done in the last 15 years.
Which is sad.
We've really never done a big trip on our own.
We got pregnant with Skylar like 4 months after we were married.
I'm that good.
I'll put it in there. Okay, Samantha says, what was your favorite thing to do in Florida? Did y'all ever want to go to Universal Studios? Love you and your beautiful family. Love you too. I think we basically already answered those things. Like I said, if Universal was free, I would probably go. I would go back to Disney if it was free. I just feel like there's certain things when I knew I was becoming a mom, or like when I was dreaming of becoming a mom, there were certain things that I feel like you kind of need to check off your mommy to-do list. Like you feel like, hey, I did it. And that was one of them. And praise the Lord. I'd love to go back as a grandmother. Wouldn't that be fun to go back years in the future? Years.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I would totally go as a grandparent and help my daughter or my son.
And keep the kids for a night so they can go out and party.
I would totally be a great tag along partner. But like to go for myself, probably never again. But I still do love it. I just love the shopping the most. Do you regret, I had a few questions like this. Melissa says, do you regret not renting one of those kiddo carts to put Winnie in?
No. She's too big for that.
We saw so many big kids in them. And I know a lot of people probably still in this comment section, a lot of people were like, oh, we get that for our kids and they're older than Winnie. And
teach their own. Do it.
You can do what you want. Winnie would have hated it.
Yeah.
She is very much a Miss Independent. She does not want to be treated like a baby whatsoever. So if we even offered her the opportunity of an idea to maybe get one of those cart things, it's not a stroller, even though it's a stroller. It's a cart. It's a Disney cart. Lots of kids use them. Hell to the no.
No.
She would never, you want to see attitude.
Just not for
She's
her.
got it, okay? Yeah, I don't regret it. It would have been a total waste of money and it would never
And when she was getting that tired that she couldn't walk anymore, she needed to chill
we needed
in a nice,
to sit
cool
down
area and have a snack.
Take a break, exactly. Talk about the Disney food. I think I already kind of did, Barb, but love you. Katrina says, one thing you wish you'd done differently.
More time away from Orlando.
Yes.
We planned our trip 5 nights in Orlando, 2 nights in Indian Shores, and then a couple nights start and finish at Boston areas. I wish we could have stayed
for longer.
I would switch that. I would go, if you like the beach. If you don't, then maybe not. But if you like the beach, I would do more time at the beach and just go to Orlando for your Disney.
That's what we're going to do the next time we go.
That's what I'll never do it differently again.
Elena says, did the boys have any interest in Universal and Islands of Adventure? We like Disney. But as my kids have gotten older, they want more thrill rides. So yeah, they probably would have had more fun on bigger thrill rides, but Universal was significantly more expensive, and we wanted to make it a family thing.
And their big
not
thrill
just
ride
a boys thing.
Their big thrill ride was going to NHL game and an MLB game.
Yeah.
Like that was their highlights of the trip.
Listen, they missed 2 full weeks of school.
That was probably the highlight.
They loved it.
For 2
okay.
weeks.
They loved it. They loved going on the airplane. We bought them anything they wanted, and I'm hungry. Okay, here you go. I'm hungry. Here's some more money. I'm hungry. Literally, they ate and drank and enjoyed their life. Okay, and I think other than like some of the really fun events, I think for all of us, some of our favorite times of the trip was
the down days.
Yes, like
for sure.
Hanging out that second resort that we went to. Oh my heck, there was a bar, there was a gaming room, there was this giant ass pool, probably one of the biggest pools I've ever been in. And it had like seating all around it. We could bring drinks. It was
nice there.
It was so fun. Oh, you guys, I miss it. I miss it. We're so busy right now that I miss doing nothing.
We almost stayed.
Yeah, we tried to stay.
Miranda and I were talking about trying to extend the trip, and there was discussion about maybe we should just move to Indian Shores.
You guys, I would move to Florida so easily. I really would.
You got me convinced.
Okay.
And I could run away from this job anytime.
This job sucks ass. Becky says, was using your phone instead of Magic Bands efficient? How did it work with Disney or Genie Plus? Worked really well. Genie Plus is worth it. And we kind of already talked about the phone thing. I should have had it on my phone as well. Mm-hmm. It would have made things easier. But we've actually never had a Magic Band either. And I did see a lot of people just like
using
their Magic Band. And no, it was their Magic Band. They had these like little bracelet things. And remember the people taking pictures? You scanned your Magic Band, it went in like your file. Okay. And then you could order anyways, that I think is only for people who stay at Disney resorts, which we didn't do. But I did that when I went with my parents when we were kids. And my dad hated the hotel. He's like, this is the shittiest hotel I've ever been in.
That was Disney? Really?
And it was so expensive. I'm sure it's different now. We stayed at, I don't even think it's there anymore. Or like it's revamped into something else. But it was like the music one. And then we stayed at the sports one. Mm-hmm. And Dad hated them. When we went to Clearwater Beach after we went to Disney. And we got like a condo thing on the beach, and he was like, now I'm happy. Yeah. Oh my heck. Did anyone notice or comment on your Disney tattoos? No, because I think I wore capri pants to Hollywood Studios and yes, I did. I wore some of my Disney capris.
Because I pulled it up for you.
Yeah, did she have Disney tattoos as well?
She did.
So Curtis or one of us said something about her Disney tattoos. She was really cute. And Curtis was like, oh, she's got a big one. And then he got right down and yanked up my capri pant.
And she was
like, oh my heck, I love you. Well, she didn't say, oh my heck. People keep asking me, is that just a down east thing? Where did the oh my heck come from? Thing. I invented it. You are welcome to use it. It is just... I swear a lot, and I try to not sometimes. So, oh my heck is instead of holy shit. It's just more kid appropriate, I guess, and more Curtis appropriate. We're going to rapid fire these last few ones because it's almost time to get the bus. So.
And you know Miranda and her bus.
Yeah, we have to be outside. Okay. So Willie watches every single video. How you doing, Willie? He says, what are y'all... dislike and like about the States? By the way, subscribe to Plus Size of Canada. You're so sweet. I thought everyone in the States was so nice except for the Karen, who she was, I mean, I don't even know if she was American. She was at a resort, so she could have been from anywheres. She basically, the short version of that is I don't know if I can give the short version. Yeah, I'll do a Karen story time because this video is already going to be too long. So I will.
Again, that's not about Americans. Who knows where they're from?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
And there's those people everywhere.
It deserves a story time. So I will do that separately. I think everywhere as we went, except for her in the States, they were nice.
They were awesome. Yeah, people were awesome down there. Like
except for people in, if you're from here, sorry, I'm not talking about you.
Boston. There was a few people we ran into that were not nice in Boston.
They just had no shit.
There was a lot of people that
no
were
F's
nice.
to give. Like they were literally
But there were
grumpy.
some that were just, it was kind of a grumpy place just in
general. The customer service, like it was
lacking there.
They were literally yeeting McDonald's bags of food onto a conveyor belt. Like, yeet! There goes your dinner. Your fries are spilling in your bag. And that was the norm. Like, I don't know. Everybody was pretty nice though. Like I think we're just from such a friendly, go out of your way to open a door for somebody else's place that it's just weird when you're not.
It's a big city. In the big city, you don't get that
but
close
Florida
one-on-one.
People were so nice. Like
it's because everybody's chill and everybody's vacationing.
Maybe
I don't think it's a Boston thing. I think it's a big city thing. I think you get the same thing in Toronto, and we've gone to Toronto, and we do get that in Toronto.
Yeah, you're right. Toronto people are. Well, some of y'all are nice. I feel, but I don't want to say you can't paint everyone with the same brush.
To be clear, we're not generalizing. The cities are bigger, and you got more nice people, and then you also got some more crappy people too.
Right.
And you seem to run into them a little
bit. So Tori says, "Did you eat at Be Our Guest?" No. Those cool. Had to be.
It looked cool because it was right in a mountain.
Those restaurants, you guys, had to be booked so far in advance.
And we didn't want to take extra time to book a sit-down restaurant. We just ate on the go.
Yeah. So we did eat at sit-down places, but it was more like cafeteria styles. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the fancier restaurants, I don't even know if they would have had anything that you guys would have eaten.
Yeah,
they're very much a hamburger, fancy. Hot dog, chicken strip people. Yeah. So Veronica says, if it's not too offensive, I would like to know if Winnie is better and what happened to her. I love your family. It's not offensive, Veronica. Thank you for asking. I kind of already have talked about it. Do you want to say what it's actually called? Because I said it wrong in the vlog that I talked about it.
I had a discussion with the doctor about it, and what we are pretty sure happened was she had a vasovagal reaction to landing the plane and the turbulence that we hit landing. We have some more doctor's appointments to kind of discuss with this our family doctor. But she had an episode there where she actually passed out and she was unconscious for a little bit, just as we landed the plane.
And she hit her head.
Yeah, she hit her head too at the same time. So I think we were dealing with both a syncopal episode, which is an unconscious episode, along with maybe a concussion that happened there. She hit her head off of like a metal armrest on the plane, like right in the aisle. So it was a crappy scenario, and it was hard to get her home because she was dealing with nausea afterwards, maybe from the motion sickness or maybe from the concussion. It's hard to say. But she's doing great. She's totally back to normal, and I'm quite sure that that's all it was, and it wasn't anything long-term that we're going to have to really worry about.
But listen, like, we took her to Disney World. She does this. We took her to a Raptors game. We were supposed to go to a Leafs game. Yeah. And we went to, like, the aquarium in Toronto and CN Tower, and she got RSV. She's kicked out of vacations. I'm done. If she wants to get sick, the next time there is a vacation in the family, she will be at home where her doctor is. And she will either be with my sister, my mother, or Curtis's mother, and they will deal with it while I am drinking on vacation. Okay?
Yep.
Some people are like, do you realize she had 3 drinks while they were on vacation? 3 on camera. How do you know how many I had? Orlando. Listen, I'm extremely responsible. Even though I might be a little immature and I like to make the jokes, it doesn't mean that I'm not a damn good mom. So
she's awesome. She's spot on.
Thank you for your concern. You're blocked now anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm still watching.
But everybody else was like, are you kidding me? People were hating on you for having a drink on vacation. Listen, I was raised Baptist, and no one's supposed to drink. No one's supposed to have tattoos. You're not supposed to dance. You're not supposed to wear spaghetti straps. You're not supposed to do scratch tickets. Curtis's parents won't even buy tickets for a raffle to support kids' sports, okay? Because that's gambling. Super religious. but Jesus drank wine. So I only have to answer to one person. So that's that.
To each their own.
To each their own. You enjoy your Kool-Aid or water. I'll be drinking. Okay?
Would we ever move
This
to
is water.
Florida? We already discussed that. I would totally move to
Yes.
Florida. I could be swayed. For sure.
I think we'll be snowbirds someday.
We might be.
My parents still go to Florida for a month every year, except for the COVID year. Actually,
might be a camping
they
trip.
were in Florida when I was going to say Justin Bieber, not the right person, when Justin Trudeau was like, if you're a Canadian and you are not in Canada, get your ass home. If you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. He was like, go home now or we're not going to let you get home. My parents and my sister and her husband and their kids were in Florida.
We're about to board a cruise, and they're like, maybe not.
Yeah. So, yeah, they still go to Florida all the time. And I think they're doing it right to go there and just like have downtime there and not run all over the place. I think that's basically it for questions, guys. I think there are some people that I didn't mention because you had a very similar or the same question, or we already talked about it. But I'm sure this video is hella long. So to all you people who like long videos, thanks for watching all the way to the end. And thank you for being here. And we appreciate your prayers. And thank you so much for helping us to manage getting Winnie home. I definitely feel like there was one point where I could like visually see the prayers working. It was when I literally thought we were going to have to stop again and stay another night in a hotel. And then I was able to sit in the front. Winnie was eating and we actually made it all the way home. Mm-hmm. And I really didn't think that was possible. So I do think it was a little bit of a miracle, and it was when mommy needed it because she was about to lose her shit. So just on time. All right, that's it, guys. I love you. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. All right, Sky, while you're getting supper there, looks delicious. Everyone wants to know, what was your favorite thing about our trip to Florida?
Probably the games and like the Leafs game and stuff.
Yeah? Cool.
And having no school for a while was good.
Hell yeah! All right, Cooper, while you're looking for socks, everyone wants to know. He's getting ready for baseball, guys. That's why he looks like that right now. What was your favorite part about our trip to Florida?
Probably the Leafs and Jays game. Well,
Nice.
not probably, definitely.
Yeah.
The Leafs and Jays game.
And your signature?
Yep.
Let's see it. Peep the signature, guys. Ow!
It's worth millions.
Winter Beth O'Blenis.
I'll go come here. Hurry you with Skylar.
Okay, what was your favorite part about our trip to Florida?
My worst part was a thing.
Yeah, the pass out. Amazing.
You throw up.
Yeah, the throw up.
Up.
I think, they knew about the throw up, I think. Jasper's doing a power drink. Of course, because he knows. Mom's filming. Time to power drink.
Spend time with family and all the hotels and the beach.
We had so much fun, huh? Delicious? Winnie likes butter and salt on her spaghetti.
Hey, come back.
Love you guys so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.